Hi, I'm Matthew Malcolm with California Fresh Fruit Magazine, reporting to you from Stockton, where cherry growers and packers attended the annual California Cherry Research Review. Here, growers were addressed by several researchers and experts who explained current pest and disease control methods. David Haviland from the UC Cooperative Extension in Kern County discussed his research on improving control of the spotted wing Drosophila.
Okay, so some take-home messages on the monitoring and phenology part. Okay, traps are effective. Use them. There are several options for bait types and traps. Pick one, be consistent. As far as trapping and cherries go, okay, mostly we're using it for ballpark numbers. Okay, presence, absence. Okay, if you catch 30 in a trap versus 60 in a trap at this point, it's all the same. Okay, so it's just for a general feel of what's going on. Trapping an alternate host, do it if you can. Okay, how to count traps. Male captures or counting males is fine for almost the entire year, but during that 3 weeks, right when the cherries are starting to change color, I really do recommend you learn how to count females, and I think it'll help you out. We know spotted wing, again, attracted right when straw stage starts, and then we know that we need to manage the flies for that, 3 to 4 weeks before harvest, as well as the 3 weeks of harvest.
So one of the concerns with spotted wing Drosophila has always been how to trap it so you can know that the problem may be coming in the future. So there's lots of different trap designs that are out there. They're typically a bucket style trap that contains apple cider vinegar or a yeast, some sort of fermenting product that smells like a rotting fruit. So growers are encouraged to use those. You can talk to your local farm advisor on how to make one and how to use it. There's been some real interesting questions though. One is, what do the numbers mean? How many flies justifies too many in a trap? And then also there's questions about male versus female ratios in traps. And a lot of times, if you've got the flies within your own orchard, it's not that big a deal because you can catch what's there. You can see what they are, you can tell what's coming. The bigger concern is when you have a source that's not your own orchard. So some other location, let's say a citrus orchard or riparian area that has a lot of flies to start with. When flies move from those areas over to cherry orchards, it's often the females that move first. This makes sense. The females are looking for a place to lay eggs, and a cherry orchard is definitely an excellent place to do that. Whereas males are looking for females, and there's typically plenty of females back where they were originally. So growers need to be really careful with that because when the traps are monitored, it's the male that has the spots on the wing. Thus the name spotted wing Drosophila. So if a grower is only looking for males, which are the easiest ones to see in the trap, they're missing the females. And if the females are the ones that are moving over from other locations into the cherry orchards, there's a risk of feeling like there's nothing in the trap, but actually having females in the orchard laying eggs in the fruit. So there's some ways to get around that. One is to actually count females in traps, particularly in that critical period of time when the fruit is ripening. But the other thing that can be done is just trapping outside of the cherry orchards to try and get a feel for what type of fly populations are there that might move over in the future into the cherries. So trapping, still an evolving topic. There's a lot we're learning about it, a lot we still need to learn. One other little caveat to that is there is a new lure that's going to be available this year. In addition to just the apple cider vinegar traps, there's a new chiramone-based lure that's attractive to the flies. Using that in combination with apple cider vinegar, you can catch a lot more spotted wing Drosophila than previously could be done. So that's a step in the right direction, and that should also help growers this year to be able to monitor better for spotted wing.
Thank you, David. Find the full report of David's research in the coming issue of California Fresh Fruit Magazine. I'm Matthew, CaliforniaAgNet.com.